All right, guys, old Rodney's looking pretty sad. This bed has definitely seen better days. It's a little crunched up. I mean, the whole body is, but bed is the main concern today. So I already have the shock bar. I'm gonna swap the bed. I'm gonna cut the frame off probably right behind the track bar there. Bob the new bed. I mean, this one has been clapped. Gussets welded on so the tailgate doesn't function. Can't throw beer cans back here. So yeah, she's the bumper. Everything's a little sad. So swap that bed out, and I'm gonna put tube behind all the new bed rails. I'm gonna tube up under here really tightly just to keep it from, doing this in a flop. This wasn't even a hard flop. It just demolished it. So got the tube right there for the bed. The Jeep axles going under the little Bronco 2 over there. So got some cool projects in the work. Get to this one today.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Setting on there. Now, cut a bunch out right there to set her down. All right, got the old bed off, new one laid out. Gotta cut those squares out for the shock towers. A little slit just for that bar that ties everything together, which I could probably do away with if I just did a straight down bar on each side to the frame. But those are also gonna be supports. I'm gonna tube the inside of this bed real tight around the edges so it doesn't get messed up again. So I think we'll leave it and just skin the bed back together and fill the holes in with some of the panels we cut out. All right, got the new bed set on, cut out. We'll put the filler plate back in after, but looks somewhat respectable on this side. Got to get some dents on the bed to blend it into the side. It's a little too clean. Gonna have to cut the fenders out a bunch too. Can't believe the doors still work on that. That's crazy. Patch panel lines back up perfect. Just set it in there, but yeah. Clean that up, tag it back in. Get some rubber filler to just go around these so stuff doesn't fall through the holes when people throw shit in the back. Should be good. All right, based on what was left of the last bed, those are the fender measurements to cut. Got the line drawn, cut that out, take it to the other side, flip it around, trace it on the other side. Fender's cut, and then we'll get on to the bob. Of course, here, so just watch me do that. Yeah, right? All right. Got it. Okay, you're good. Okay, got the fenders cut. Obviously, I got to go in and clean up a bunch of inside shrapnel. But on to the bed bob. Got to keep the structure of the stake pocket, so I'm just going to cut the first line all the way across. Cut it to the pan, so the bottom of that stripe right there. Essentially take out, I don't know, 10 inches-ish. So there's the cut. So I have to cut it where it's still structural, right at the stake pocket. Cut this as far forward as we can. Put it back together. All right, so the plan for the bob, when you cut your section out, that's how much we end up bobbing. You don't throw it away. You keep it because it slides in like that. And then you got a nice double edge to weld, so you're not just butt welding two sides together. Already have this side all tacked up in place. Gives us a nice little seam to weld rather than butt welding. Cool trick, helps a ton. Almost there. All right, so we got the whole bed cut, the sleeve panels tacked in. Obviously they overlap right here. We'll just cut that off again. But yeah, definitely helps with the welds, adds the thickness. You can see in here where there's some gap, filling it, just holes and shitty, but it's structural, who cares? But over here, when we actually weld the bed on, you can see you can actually get little beads just because it's 2 layers instead of butt welding together. So we got this piece prepped, ready to go on. Little kid's razor, Yamaha, the old Yamaha. Catch us on the Rubicon this year. Hogs on the con. Posted on Instagram and stuff. We didn't have YouTube at the time, but we took a bunch of old 3-wheelers through the Rubicon. It was sick. We're gonna do it again this year. The old Pinto boost wagon, close to done. Starts, runs. Another project on the chopping block. Probably after the B2 with the Jeep axles gets done. We'll wrap this thing up. Needs clutch, brake, little stuff like that. But finishing up the bed bob. And then the next couple days, I'll just come out and do the tube work. All right, bed bob, all in one day. Got a tailgate back on it. Comp cut it, I don't know, 4 inches or so there. Sand it down and paint it another day, but first time in, I can't even remember how long, functioning tailgate. So when all the broken Jeeps are working on it, I can sit down and have lunch. And then this side's still a little roach though. Might have to do some body work over here. Fresh door. I don't know, still opens and closes somehow. So we'll see. But for now, Bob's bed. All in a day's work.